Now we're going to take a look at a defense out of the 3-4 odd called Fire Zone Bluff. Now, just like always, you know, anything that you see in the lab, pretty much you don't find anywhere else. And the reason for that is because if something that I find is found by somebody else, I'll look on YouTube. I'll kind of do a little bit of research, see if anyone else posted it in an ebook or in their tip section. And if they have, then I leave it alone. And Fire Zone Bluff on YouTube is a very, very popular play. There's many different setups with people, doing 3, 4, 5 different things to get this play to come in. Well, for me, I'm going to actually set it up very, very easy. And this is one of my favorite under center blitzes in the game. All you want to do is base a line, crash the defensive line down, and then man or zone, which I usually man up that left screen defensive end. And against under center, as you're going to see time and time again, this looping linebacker is just going to come in free, even with a blocked running back at times. One of the things, I'm messing around, like I'm, basically, I know what my opponent's up to, so I'm moving guys around, doing this and that. You're always going to have to make adjustments, even if they look crazy, you're going to whatever. But as you see, the guy just loops around no matter what. It doesn't really matter the skill level of the person. And it's one of the most easy blitzes to set up that there is. You're just going to base a line, crash down, manners on the left defensive end up. And then, for the most part, you want to user that left screen linebacker. But you don't have to. You can really user anybody that you want. And just like in the Max Sting 3 and just like in some of these other defenses, I know that I told you guys before about playing underneath coverage and then over top to get the cloud flats. But these light purples, these seam flats, are very glitchy, just like I said before. They will match certain routes. They will make it so that they end up playing man coverage. A lot of people really kind of shit on these seam flats and say, oh, purple suck, purple suck. Purples do suck, but these seam flats absolutely have a purpose. In the right play, as you can take a look throughout this video, they're going to match routes. Look at how that seam flat ran man-to-man with the tight end. So, and you're going to see that throughout this video, that they will come down, they will play screen. If you have a seam flat like that on one side and they run a screen pass to the side with the seam flat, that purple is going to run down and clamp down on that screen. So that's just a little bit of information. I couldn't find this setup on YouTube anywhere, so it's definitely unique. Nobody talked about under center or anything like that. So I'm very surprised because, again, it's such an easy setup. You don't need to spread your linebackers. You don't need to move anybody out. You don't need to do any of that stuff. You can run a lot of your favorite 3-4 stock defenses and have this at your disposal pretty much at any time. And if they come out in under center, then you go to it. Now, against ace pair chief, this is what I love the most. When you play formations with 2 tight ends on the right side like an ace pair chief, all you want to do is just flip it. And now it's going to come in from the other side, and it's probably the best ace pair chief defense that there is in the game, in my opinion.